The dust kicks up as the daylight fades. Another town shadow where memories were made. Boots worn thin, hat pulled low. I've been chasing the wind where the wild rivers flow. The saloon doors close on the life I once knew. Whiskey-stained nights and a love that was true. She begged me to stay, but I couldn't be still. A cowboy's heart follows the call of the hill. Every mile I ride, every star I roam, brings me closer still to the last ride home. The last ride home through the canyon wide, with the moon as my lantern, the stars as my guide. No fences can hold me, no ties can remain. I'm bound for the freedom that runs through my veins. I've seen the desert burn in the midday sun, felt the bite of winter when the cold winds run. I've heard coyotes crying where the night is still, and the ghosts of old riders ride beside me still. I've buried my brothers on the trail's hard ground, laid flowers on silence where no cross was found. Their voices still echo in the whispering pines, singing songs of the prairie in the back of my mind. Every mile I ride, every star I roam, brings me closer still to the last ride home. The last ride home through the canyon wide, with the moon as my lantern, the stars as my guide. No fences can hold me, no ties can remain. I'm bound for the freedom that runs through my veins. If I fall on this trail, let the wildflowers grow. Mark my rest by the river where the sweet waters flow. No stone, no marker, just the wide open sky. Let the eagle remember where the cowboy lies. But if I make it through one more dawn, I'll ride to the valley where my heart belongs. And when she sees me coming with the dust on my face, I'll trade all my miles for her sweet embrace. Every mile I ride, every star I roam, brings me closer still to the last ride home. The last ride home through the canyon wide, where the moon the stars as my guide. No fences can hold me, no ties can remain. I'm bound for the freedom that runs through my veins. The last ride home, through the night I'll roam until I find my place. The last ride home, the last ride. Out where the red sun sinks low in the west, I saddle my pony, no time for rest. The wind whispers stories through the sage and the stone of riders before me who wandered alone. Dust on my boots and fire in my soul. The trail has no mercy, but it keeps me whole. Every mile I've taken, every night I've roamed, feels like the prairie is calling me home. I hear the voices of the ones who've gone, their echoes ride with me all night long. Echoes on the prairie calling my name, through the thunder and lightning, through sorrow and flame. No chain can bind me, can stay. I'll follow the echoes till they fade away. I once had a love in a small border town. Her eyes were the stars, her hair tumbled down. She begged me to stay, but I turned from her door, for the trail was a hunger I could not ignore. Now the nights are colder, the fire burns low, and her memory lingers wherever I go. If she still remembers, or if she's moved on, I'll never be certain till the trail is done. I hear the voices of the ones who've gone, their echoes ride with me all night long. Echoes on the prairie calling my name, through the thunder and lightning, through sorrow and flame. No chain can bind me, no fence can stay. I'll follow the echoes till they fade away. If I fall on this trail, let me rest where I lay, with the coyotes to guard me and the dawn on the way. No preacher, no stone, just the wide open skies, the echoes of riders with fire in their eyes. Someday the trail will carry me home to the hills of my childhood, where wild horses roam. And when that day finds me, I'll finally be free, just a voice on the prairie in eternity. I hear the voices of the ones who've gone, their echoes ride with me all night long. Echoes on the prairie calling my name, through the thunder and lightning, through sorrow and flame. No chain can bind me, no fence can stay. I'll follow the echoes till they fade away. Echoes on the prairie calling my name, till the end of the trail. I'll ride just the same. Echoes on the prairie, forever they remain. Out on the mesa, where the shadows grow tall, I ride through the silence, I answer the call. The coyotes are singing, the night wind is cold. I'm chasing a memory, a story untold. The fire in my chest keeps pulling me on, through canyons of sorrow where daylight is gone. Each hoofbeat reminds me with every mile that the trail may be endless, but it's worth the while. Stars above me, like lanterns they shine, guiding this broken heart through the line. On the trail of the lonesome moon, riding hard but it ends too soon. Through the dust and the dark, where the wild winds croon, I follow the trail of the lonesome moon. I once had a lover in a riverside town. Her laughter was gold, her hair tumbled down, but the road called me onward, I couldn't stay. Now her face is the ghost, it won't fade away. I've gambled with danger, I've lost more than one. I've carried my sorrows through rain and through sun. Still I keep riding, for it's all that I know. A cowboy's heart beats where the wild rivers flow. Stars above me, like lanterns they shine, lighting this weary soul's endless climb. On the trail of the lonesome moon, riding hard but it ends too soon. Through the dust and the dark, where the wild winds croon, I follow the trail of the lonesome moon. If I fall from this saddle, lay me down by the stream, where the willows will whisper and the night birds dream. No stone on my grave, just the sky overhead. Let the moonlight remember the words I have said. Someday when the riders all gather again around the great campfire with old outlaw men, I'll sing of the journey, the life I have known, the trail of the moon that I rode all alone. Stars above me still calling my name, echoes forever, it's always the same. On the trail of the lonesome moon, riding hard but it ends too soon. Through the dust and the dark, where the wild winds croon, I follow the trail of the lonesome moon. On the trail of the lonesome moon. On the trail of the lonesome follow the trail of the lonesome moon. The sun sets slow on a broken down town. Saloon lights flicker as the night settles down. Bootsteps echo on a weathered wood floor. I've been here before, and I'll ride once more. Whiskey in my glass and dust on my soul. I've lost too many dreams on a trail without goal, but the wild horses run where the river still flows, and that's where this cowboy is destined to go. The wind keeps calling, it knows my name. Through sorrow and fire, through heartache and had a woman, her touch soft as spring. Her voice was the meadow where red robins sing. But I traded her love for the call of the plains. Now I'm left with the echoes and whiskey for chains. The gambler, the outlaw, they all look like me. Men chasing shadows where they'll never be free. Still I keep moving, for the night won't forgive. And the wild horses teach me how to live. The wind keeps calling, it knows my name. Through sorrow and fire, through heartache and flame. Whiskey and wild horses, that's all I've known. A restless heart and a trail of stone. Through thunder and lightning, through joy and through pain. I ride with the horses, free in the rain. When my time comes and the trail lays me down, don't bring me no preacher, no words, no crown. Just turn me loose where the wild horses run, underneath the wide sky and the red setting sun. And if you should hear in the wind on the plain a whisper of hoofbeats like a runaway train, that's me still riding where the whiskey flows free, with the wild horses forever to be. The wind keeps calling, it knows my name. Through sorrow and fire, through heartache and flame. Whiskey and wild horses, that's all I've known. A restless heart and a trail of stone. Through thunder and lightning, through joy and through pain. I ride with the horses, free in the rain. Whiskey and wild horses, that's all I've known. Forever I ride where the wild winds blow. Whiskey and wild horses, carry me The sun is sinking low, painting fire in the sky. My boots are worn thin, but this trail's still mine to ride. Wind whispers old stories through the canyon walls. Every hoofbeat reminds me of the life I lost. Dust on the trail and a heart that won't heal, chasing redemption on a saddle of steel. Out where the stars burn and coyotes wail, I'm just a lone rider with dust on the trail. Campfires fade quiet, shadows dance in the night. Whiskey on my lips, memories I can't fight. Her face in the moonlight still lingers with me, but the prairie won't give back what I can't set free. Dust on the trail and a heart that won't heal, chasing redemption on a saddle of steel. Out where the stars burn and coyotes wail, I'm just a lone rider with dust on the trail. Thunder rolls over the mountain high, lightning cracks open the midnight sky. I pray for forgiveness, I pray for a sign, but the only reply is the echo of time. Cold air fills my chest. I've ridden through sorrow, I've ridden unrest. The past is a shadow I can never outrun, but I'll ride till my journey and the daylight are done. Dust on the trail and a heart that won't heal, chasing redemption on a saddle of steel. Out where the stars burn and coyotes wail, I'm just a lone rider with dust on the trail. Dust on the trail where the night winds sail, carry my story, a lonesome tale. When my boots rest and my soul grows pale, lay me down gentle with dust on the trail. The desert wind is calling, it cuts through the night. My shadow rides beside me in the pale moonlight. These boots are worn leather, this hat hides my face, but the past keeps on following, it don't lose the chase. So I ride until dawn, through the dust and the pain, chasing tomorrow on the lonesome plain, with the stars as my map and the night rolling on. I'll keep on riding, I'll ride until dawn. The firelight flickers, the coyotes cry. I whisper her name to the midnight sky. Whiskey can't drown it, time won't let go. Love lost on the prairie is the hardest I know. So I ride until dawn, through the dust and the pain, chasing tomorrow on the lonesome plain, with the stars as my map and the night rolling on. I'll keep on riding, I'll ride until dawn. Thunder is rumbling, the storm's riding near. Every mile I travel brings ghosts I still hear. If redemption is waiting, it's over that hill. But the road never ends and the silence is still. Sun breaks the horizon, the canyon turns gold. Another day's journey, another story untold. My horse knows the rhythm, the trail knows my name, but the man I once was, he ain't ever the same. So I ride until dawn, through the dust and the pain, chasing tomorrow on the lonesome plain, with the stars as my map and the night rolling on. I'll keep on riding, I'll ride until dawn. Yes, I'll ride until dawn, where the night meets the morn. A cowboy soul wandering, forever forlorn. When the trail finally ends and my spirit moves on, bury me riding, I'll ride until dawn. The sun sets slow, bleeding red on the land. Dust on my boots, rain's tied in my hand. A lonesome horizon where shadows grow long. This trail is my prison, this trail is my song. Whispers of the prairie calling my name. Through the fire and the sorrow, through the loss and the pain, I ride on forever, through night and through flame. Whispers of the prairie calling my name. A campfire is burning, its smoke curls the sky. I'm haunted by memories that never will die. Her voice was a river, soft, steady, and kind. Now it's gone with the echoes I can't leave behind. Whispers of the prairie calling my name. Through the fire and the sorrow, through the loss and the pain, I ride on forever, through night and through flame. Whispers of the prairie calling my name. The thunder is rolling, the storm's right near. I tighten the saddle, but I can't outrun fear. If the good Lord is watching, He knows where I've been, trying to find mercy for a lifetime of sin. Dawn paints the mesas in colors of gold. Stories are written that never get told. The trail keeps on running, no end I can see, but I'll ride it forever till it sets my soul free. Whispers of the prairie calling my name. Through the fire and the sorrow, through the loss and the pain, I ride on forever, through night and through flame. Whispers of the prairie calling my name. Whispers of the prairie under stars that remain, carry my spirit on the wide open plain. When my boots find their rest, when I'm free from the game, whispers of the prairie still calling my name. Desert wind is howling, it cuts through the night. Moonlight on the canyon, stars burning bright. My horse keeps on steady, though the miles run long. Every step on this journey feels like part of a song. Dust and shadows follow me still across the wide prairie, over each hill. Rider with memories I can't lay down. Dust and shadows trail me through town. night turns cold, I whisper her name like a story retold. Her laughter still lingers in the midnight air, but I reach for her hand and she's never there. Dust and shadows follow me still across the wide prairie, over each hill. A rider with memories I can't lay down. Dust and shadows trail me through town. Thunder rolls heavy, the storm's on my back. Lightning strikes wide on this endless track. If mercy is waiting beyond that line, I'll keep riding hard till the morning shines. Sun breaks the horizon, the red rocks glow. Another day riding, nowhere left to go. The trail is eternal, but my body grows weak. Still I chase down redemption, the silence won't speak. Dust and shadows follow me still across the wide prairie, over each hill. A rider with memories I can't lay down. Dust and shadows trail me through town. Dust and shadows whisper my name, carry my story in the wind and the rain. When my saddle is empty and my soul rides on, dust and shadows linger at dawn.
The sun sets fire to the canyon wide. I ride alone where the coyotes cry. My boots are warm, my heart is too, but the trail keeps calling like it always do. The prairie wind whispers secrets untold of silver nights and the days of gold. Every mile I ride, every star I find leads me back to her face in the corners of my mind. On the trail of a lonesome sky, where the echoes live and the eagles fly. Dust in my veins and tears in my eyes, I'll ride forever on the lonesome sky. The campfire fades and the night grows long. I hum her memory, a broken song. Her voice was softer than a summer rain. But the years rolled by and left only pain. Whiskey won't drown it, time won't forgive. A cowboy remembers the life he once lived. So I chase the horizon where the shadows lie, searching for mercy in the lonesome sky. On the trail of the lonesome sky, where the echoes live and the eagles fly. Dust in my veins and tears in my eyes, I'll ride forever on the lonesome sky. Thunder rolls and the lightning sings. A rider can't hide from the weight he brings. If redemption waits past the canyon high, I'll keep on riding till the day I die. The dawn paints gold on the mesa's edge. I whisper her name like a final pledge. This saddle's my burden, this trail my prayer. I'll ride it alone till I'm not there. When the good Lord calls me to lay me down, bury me deep in the desert ground. Let the coyotes sing and the stars stand by as I take my rest 'neath the lonesome sky. On the trail of a lonesome sky, where the echoes live and the eagles fly. Dust in my veins and peace in my eyes, I'll ride forever on the lonesome sky.
The dust is rising on the canyon floor. I've been riding all night, I'll be riding some more. With the wind as my witness and the stars as my guide, I'm a shadow of a man on a long endless ride. Her voice still lingers in the cold midnight air. I reach for her memory, but she ain't there. A heart full of sorrow, a soul full of scars. I chase down the horizon, but it's always too far. I'm the rider of the empty plains, through the sunburned days and the hard cold rains, carrying the weight of a life undone, chasing redemption I may never outrun. Campfires flicker, the coyotes cry, I whisper her name to the endless sky. The trail is my prison, the saddle my chain. Every mile I cover feels the same old pain. I'm the rider of the empty plains, through the sunburnt days and the hard cold rains, carrying the weight of a life undone, chasing redemption I may never outrun. Thunder's rolling, storm clouds rise, I see my past in the lightning skies. If the good Lord's waiting at the end of this road, I'll beg him to lighten this heavy load. The dawn breaks red on the mesa high. Another day riding, another goodbye. I'll keep moving on till the day I fall, a ghost on the prairie, hearing fate's call.